So here we have the male reproductive system. We're going to start from the external view before we go into the cross section. We'll start from here. It's the testes. This organ is actually where spermatogenesis, or the creation of sperm, occurs. Right above the testes, you'll find the epididymis, this long kind of banana-shaped organ. This is where spermiogenesis, or sperm maturation, occurs. Once mature, sperm will travel up this pink tube. It's a bit hard to see because under the veins and arteries, but you'll see it's inside here. It's called the vas deferens or ductus deferens. The vas deferens travels through this gray cord called the spermatic cord. Once up here, the vas deferens will go around the urinary bladder to the back, where you see it will insert through this red organ. This is called the prostate gland. You also notice that on the back, the vas deferens gets a little bit thicker. You see it's a little bit wider up here. This is called the ampulla of the vas deferens. Under the ampulla of the vas deferens, you'll find this organ called the seminal vesicles. Seminal vesicles on both sides. Be careful, vas deferens does look similar to these two structures here. These hook-like structures are the ureters going to the urinary bladder. The vas deferens is instead this pink tube going around the urinary bladder. We're going to backtrack to the front really quickly. The skin sac holding the testes is called the scrotum, right here. And then you see there's a special muscle over the spermatic cord. All these red lines are called the cremaster muscle. Now we'll open this up to see the cross section. So we're gonna go from what we know. Remember that the vas deferens inserts here inside of the prostate gland. You'll see that connecting the vas deferens to the male urethra is this little section inside of the prostate gland called the ejaculatory duct. This connects the vas deferens and urethra. The male urethra is a lot longer and it shares urinary and reproductive systems, so we actually divide it into 3 sections. First is this section inside of the prostate gland. It's just literally called prostatic urethra. Under the prostatic urethra, next to these muscles, is called the membranous urethra. It's pretty short. It's also next to a special gland here called the bulbourethral gland. It kind of looks like a light bulb, so that's a way to memorize it. There's another name for it. It's also called the Cowper's gland. The last section of the urethra is very long. It's the spongy urethra, and it goes all the way down. It's called spongy urethra because it's next to tissue here called the corpora spongiosa, all this blue-purple tissue. There's a similar tissue above the corpora spongiosum called the corpora cavernosa, and it's all these squares. Some extra stuff you need to know is this is just the urinary bladder itself, where you can see the rugae, all these bumps, and part of the trigon inside of it. Here's the internal urethral sphincter, the muscle, and the external urethral sphincter is around the membranous urethra. Here's the internal urethral orifice, the opening, and here's the external urethral orifice, the outside opening. Here's a pubic symphysis. They usually don't ask this, but this is just in case. And the last 3 structures you need to know are on the external view once again. Here is the glands of the penis. Right above the glands is the prepuce, this layer of skin. And connecting the glands and the prepuce on the backside is the frenulum. It connects both the glands and the prepuce.